my name is Miranda, and today I am here to react to the second episode of Vampire Academy. I was not super impressed with the first episode, I'm gonna be honest. I just felt like they're very clearly changing a lot of stuff, which is fine, honestly. Like, there have been adaptations of things before that have changed a lot of stuff, and I feel like it worked for the story-wise, it worked fine and stuff like that. But I think just one, because there was like the movie adaptation that we have to compare it to, which again, I am the first to admit is not great, but I feel like did do a better job thus far of sticking to the source material. I just feel like I have that in my head, and just knowing that like this is like the second chance and it's not any better is unfortunate, but we do have more time to delve into the story and the characters than the movie did, so maybe that will change as we go out. Maybe I'll start to warm up to the characters more. I do really like Rose, I do like Lissa, I do like Christian, and I feel like most of the actors are trying their... I can't even say that, I'm sorry. I feel like some of the main actors are trying their best, mainly the ones that I just listed, while the rest of these just seem to show up for a day of work and get a paycheck. So we'll see what happens in episode 2. I am going in with lower expectations, but you know, there was a lot that they had to throw at us in the last episode, so maybe now that some of that stuff's out of the way, they'll get better and we can just enjoy the characters and the setting and the scenery, and I'm right? Like, I want to be like optimistic, open-minded. Surprise me episode 2. That's what I want. Ah, so this is the crash. See, I do feel like they could have put this in last episode and it would have made a lot more sense, but at least they are trying to explain partly the connection we've seen brewing between Rose and Lissa. I really don't like the training area. It gives me like such like, I don't know, Nikita vibes, and I feel like I know that like they're supposed to be like these like athletic, like kind of almost otherworldly with their skills, but like when they jump on top of stuff in parkour, it just makes me think of Teen Wolf. Like, that's all you really look like. I am really curious to see like what Mia's whole thing will be like her story, because it's like, if you think that she's a stand-in for Natalie, which is what I initially thought, like then she turns Strigoi. But I just feel like her thing is like so like political and she wants to be queen that it would not make any sense for her to turn Strigoi, like even as loyalty to her father. And it would also be interesting because like Sonia turns Strigoi, not just one only thing, but she turns Strigoi, and I feel like having both his daughters turn would be a little weird, right? Like, be like a one-trick pony. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. It's interesting to me that they didn't introduce the whole idea of the elements and the specialization in the last episode, especially considering we got kind of a hint at Christian's specialization with fire, which like you wouldn't know if you hadn't read the books probably, that like he was actually specialized in fire, not just doing some like weird magic or something. Like, I just think it would have worked better in this, like just put it in the intro when you were like, these are Strigoi, these are Moreau, all Moreau specialize in one kind of element. Like, it could have been easy to just sum it up like that. I feel like this lady, like, now seems concerned, and in the last episode, she seemed like she did not care about her at all. Like, when Rose was doing good, she was like, that's a draw, and then when Dimitri was like, I'm actually kind of impressed, she's like, just wait, she'll mess it up. Like, it's not exactly a conducive learning environment, right? Positive reinforcement, but now she's like, that's the thing, I feel like there's so much, like, with the side characters mainly, there's so much, like, inconsistency, where it just seems like they just write the characters to be what they need them to be in that moment, right? So like last episode they had to establish that like Rose is like not well liked and like kind of like a troublemaker, right? So like they had to be like, this lady doesn't like her, and now it's like, oh no, we need you to see how serious this issue is, so like we're gonna show that like this lady who seemingly did not like her last episode is gonna be like, oh, like I'm sorry about this. Like, it's just, it's strange, the writing, like it just seems to be bumped up a little bit, right? Oh, now he's actually doing his job, finally. Who else would she go see? Christian? I hope they don't have orders to keep her away from Christian, because I would be very sad about that. Oh, it's one of her little bird friends. I love Sonia. She's so cute. Oh my gosh, it's her crush. This is actually probably my favorite relationship. Like, I do love Christian and Lissa, but like they're just so freaking cute, these two. Uh, what is she doing? That's so cute. Stop. Like, he's not weirded out. He's just like, oh, you noticed. Like, I'm wearing it for you. This is so cute. I love them. And, like, I feel like everyone's so mean to her that, like, she just deserves the world. So I'm glad she's got him. Look at the difference in the way they're dressed. Like, how are they part of the same show? I'm sorry. She's in, like, a normal outfit, and then this one rolls up in, like, Victorian attire. Like, you're so extra, Christian, and I love it. Don't get me wrong. Oh, I knew she was coming to... I thought for a second maybe she was going to see Sonia, but she's going to see him. Of course you can. That's why she came to you. Exactly. Thank you. Like mines. I don't think she's blaming other people. She's just saying, like, oh, I bet you're happy about this because from all you've said to her before, you would be happy about this. But for real, why does he legit look like he's reading his lines off of? Like, he keeps looking down, like, That's what I said. Like, I'm surprised that it's not like, hello, I'm over here. But I guess, like, if you're not looking for it, you wouldn't know. I kind of forget what the other aspects of spirit are. Like, I know that, like, you can restore people back from being Strigoi. You can see, like, auras, I think, right? Yeah, because that's why Adrian was, like, constantly, like, self-medicated to not see that. And then, is it, like, you can feel people's feelings more strongly? I know, like, she's supposed to be in the wrong, but please just beat his butt once. Just once. Like, he's so cocky, and I just want him brought down to a peg for once. I do think they're doing a good job of showing, like, how Melissa's mental state affects Rose, because that'll play, if they do similar to what the book does, that'll play in a big part later on. But, like, when she got angry, like, Rose got angry. Like, I like that it's, like, she's not just, like, seeing what she's feeling, but she's, like, actually experiencing it herself. Like, it makes her more angry. It makes her more panicked. I think that's a really good way of showing, like, how this bond works instead of just, like, oh, I see what she sees. And, like, I kind of feel like what she feels, but then I can remove myself from it. Like, it's like, no, like, she literally, like, it changes her. Well, actually, it's your future queen that would be the issue, so. She's like, I know myself. That's fine. But it wasn't her fault. Like, when is she gonna start to connect the dots of, like, hey, like, I felt angry, but, like, it wasn't my anger? I feel like they kind of talked about it last episode, but you gotta start to realize more. I like the little banter they have. We need to see more of that. Oh, look at that smile, too. He's like, that's what I thought. The one guardian I like, please come save us, sir. No, don't tell him. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. Don't tell him. I feel like just Christian and Rose are fine. And maybe Dimitri, because he probably figured it out. He's pretty smart. Don't tell him. Okay. I feel better about this. Because, like, you know they've already got Mia spine by living with her. And I feel like he already made it pretty clear that he doesn't really care about her. He cares about the throne and, like, being whatever, like, the ear of the queen, or however he called it. Exactly. I feel like he definitely is picking up. He's like, okay, she's not doing good right now. It still doesn't make sense that, like, it, like, zooms in on, like, this is exactly where she is and we're gonna show you how you get there. Unless, I guess, maybe they're expecting it as, like, a bond of, like, an actual, like, tether. So it's like she's getting pulled towards where she... Okay, that kind of makes sense. Aww, I'm so glad they're back together. Yeah, he definitely saw it even let you come in. Like, calm down. But yeah, the outfit's so pretty because I thought it was all one, but it's like that, like, I don't know what you call that. That royal thing is, like, not connected. That's such a cute outfit. I love that. Where can you buy one of those? I want one of those. The only thing that confuses me about all of this is, like, they're like, Andre would have united the thing, and now it's your job. And, like, Victor was like, oh, you remind me of the queen a lot, of, like, how she wanted to unite people. And, like, it didn't work, though. Like, even he was like, it worked for a little bit. So I feel like they're putting all this pressure on her, but, like, if the inevitable is just gonna happen, like, we can't really put more pressure on her to figure something out that kind of seems like it's just gonna happen when you have a political system, okay? That's always how it works. Like, people want power, the people who don't have it want it, and the people who do have it, no one agrees with what they're, like, you know, it's just, like, it's not gonna work. Like, they've kind of put her in an impossible situation. Oh, I wish he could sneak in and go with her and be there for her, because, like, I love that they're showing, like, how strong their bond is. I'm sorry. What kind of Hunger Games-esque kind of thing is this right now that they're literally watching it on the big screen? Are you kidding me? Like, there's just something so weird about how, like, they want to be, like, so, like, regal and, like, royal and, like, quartz, but then like they've got this weird kind of like hunger, they've got like the Hunger Games-ness, but like the Hunger Games was like acknowledging the gauchness of it to be like, look how gauche this is, where I feel like they're trying to be like, look how cool these vampires are, like they all watch this, and it's like, no, that's really weird actually. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize it's not connect. She's got so many layers to this outfit. It's so freaking cool. Like, how to show a future queen. Whoever dressed her, which I think it was Mia, definitely knows how to make a statement, because it's like, that's the outfit of a future queen. Come on, she can't have really thought that was her, right? Like, he just saved your butt, and like, this should have kind of been your plan originally, and you're lucky that no one noticed him. I thought she had some kind of plan. Like, her plan was literally just to go up there, not specialize, and then be like, well, awkward. Gosh, it must be so awkward just to be a guardian. And like, what if like I just have a bad feeling it's gonna come out that like Victor's been like, you have to report to me everything, and like they're gonna want to make us mad at Dimitri, but like it literally was his job to do and he couldn't not. Oh, I can't wait to meet Rose's mom. I hope they have her on this season. I don't think he knows how to have fun, Lissa. Like, have you seen how stoic he is? Oh gosh. I hope she doesn't get mad at Rose for not telling her, because it's like literally the last thing she needed on her plate was to worry about Rose. Why was that the line? It was literally not about him being a man. It was literally like him helping you. Exactly, that's it. Like, he saved your butt. Just say thank you and come up with a plan for next time. Like, it's nothing about being able to handle yourself or needing a man to save you. I hate when they like overdo that. I'm like, I don't need no man. Like the Marvel feminism, you know? Like, if she has to shun him or be mean to him in public, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad on his behalf. Especially after all he's done for her. Oh, so cute. But the fact that they're already kissing in episode 2 does worry me for what's to come. Because it took a while in the books for them to get together. Oh no, she can experience this too. I didn't even think of that. That's so awkward. Oh my gosh. Oh my. She's passing out from kissing. Oh my. Look at Mason being like, I wanted to be the one to catch her when she faints. Well, sorry, dude. You should have been paying your tab, not dancing next to her at the bar. Oh my gosh, I forgot about his freaking long cape. Oh my, okay. You know what? They've sold me. They sold me. If they kept anything in that had to be in from the books, thank goodness Dimitri kept his long cape. It's so ugly. I love it. He's here. I love this. I'm sorry it's late. That's like, what, 7 a.m. for them? We know. He's like, okay. I feel like if he likes you, that's kind of a thing he would already know. You're not very subtle about it. He's like, that is not a deal breaker, and I am 100% with him. She's the sweetest, cutest, smartest, and I love her. I have a feeling her sister and dad will find a way to break this up. But oh, look at the aura. I think that's the first time we've actually gotten to see it, right? Awkward. She's like, excuse me, you kissed him too? Why is this still a shock to them? Like, clearly she is in your head. Like, I feel like they did this last time where she was like, I could really feel like how panicked you were. And she was like, oh, you've always been in tune with me. And then 2 seconds later, she was like, how did you know where I was? And now it's like, again, where they're like, how did you know I was kissing Christian? And she's like, we'll figure it out. She was like, oh, I've been having these weird dreams from your point of view. And she's like, those are my dreams. Like, girls, be smart. Figure it out. That's so weird that he ran to his car and not, like, I feel like their implication is that he was definitely out feeding on humans, but, like, does he have something to do with this Strigoi, too? Because why wouldn't you go behind the gate? Like, I would be climbing that gate faster than you could say, get in here. Oh, here they all come. So she was like, oh no, I really hope that this isn't going to be the next episode where she turns into a Strigoi, Sonia. I'll be so sad. And she was the one that realized this whole attack too. I do think that episode was better than the first one. I feel like they threw a lot less information at us, so thus, like, consequently, it felt a lot less overwhelming. Like, they could actually dive deep into, like, one thing instead of just being like, hey, we're throwing this and we're throwing this and we're throwing this at you. I felt like it worked a lot better to help me to focus and also the characters to focus. I do think there's definitely room for improvement, particularly with Dimitri. Like, I just feel like he's not there for me yet, but I love Lissa and Rose's relationship. I love Mikhail and Sonia stuff, and I'm very worried for how this Strigoi attack is going to turn out. I'm interested to see how they develop the bond more, since, like I said, they are kind of changing it, but I also kind of like the way they're changing it now. I just wish they would stop acting so surprised every time Rose knows something that's going on in Lissa's life from being in her head, because, like, clearly something's going on. I think definitely an improvement over the first episode, so I'm definitely gonna check out episode 3 and see if this continues or if it's just like a plateau, you know? So if you have seen this episode, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Also, make sure this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!